Hello students, welcome back to our online class. Students, take out your social science book. We were already discussing about chapter number 3, that is the motions of the earth of geography, is not it? So today we'll start the revolution of the earth, that is in page number 104, the revolution of the earth. The earth, while rotating on its axis, also revolves around the sun. So rotation means, you know, the earth will rotate on its own axis and along with that it also revolves like this. Okay, it also revolves in this way. The motion of the earth is called revolution. Now the earth, the way it revolves, okay, this is called the motion. This motion is called revolution. The earth revolves from west around the sun from west to east. This is the sun. Okay, then it will rotate from in this way. Okay, that is from west to east. Clear? The speed of the earth's revolution is about 30 km per second. Now what is the speed of the earth revolution? The earth revolves about 30 km per second. The earth takes 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 56 seconds. Okay, that is about 365 1/4 days to complete one revolution around the sun. Now it takes, now we know that in a year we have 365 days, but it is written 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 56 seconds. How? That means it will come nearly 366, but we usually know we have 365 days, and other than that the leap year has 366 days. So we'll come to see how it is calculated. The time taken by the earth to go around round the sun once is called a year. Now see, it takes 1 year to revolve around the sun. It takes one at the start. If the earth will start here, then it will take the time to come again the earth up to here. It will take 1 year. The revolution is also called the annual motion of the earth. Annual motion, that is the complete. That because why annual motion? Because it completes in 1 year. Now in 1 year how many days we have? 365 days, but it is written 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 56 seconds. How? For our convenience, we count only 365 days in a year. Now why 365 days is counted? Because for our convenience, so that our calculation will be easy. The balance of 6 hours, like 5 hours and 48 minutes 56 seconds, this is calculated as 6 hours. Okay, the balance of 6 hours is computed to 1 extra day after every 4 years. Now every 4 years is 1 day is added or not? In every 4 years 1 day is added to 1 month. 1 day is added to 1 month. Which month? That is in February. And that, suppose in February how many days we have? 28 days. But after 4 years 1 day is increased, that is 29 days, and that day is called the leap year, and that is how 6 hours is balanced. Okay, 6 hours is balanced. The balance of 6 hours is computed to 1 extra day after every 4 years. This additional day is added to the month of February that year after 4 years in February. Okay, suppose this is suppose today if we are having 28 days in 2021, okay, 2025 it will be leap year. 1 day will be added, that is in February it will be 29 days. In that way it is calculated. Thus February has 29 days and that year has 366 days. Such a year is called a leap year, and the extra day is in the month of February is called a leap day. The day, that is the 29th day, will be called a leap day, and that year, whole year, where it will be having extra 1 day, it will call the leap year. Okay, The path along which the earth revolves around the sun is called its orbit. This is called orbit. This is called orbit. This is at one motion, is not it? So it is called orbit, which is fixed. So the length of the orbit is 965 million kilometer. Okay. The shape of the orbit is oval or elliptical. See, it is not round, is not it? So this is oval, is not it? This is oval. It is not round. It is oval. In this shape, is not it? This is in this shape. This is called oval. Since the orbit is elliptical and the sun occupies one focus of the ellipse, the distance between the earth and the sun varies throughout the year. The distance from the distance here from here to here, here to here, here to here, it will be different. Okay, the distance from here is shorter, is not it? See, the distance here is longer, so it is not the same. When the distance between the earth and the sun is minimum, about 146 kilometer, the earth is said to be in perihelion. That means peri means near, helios means the sun. When the earth reach near the minimum kilometer, that is 146 million kilometer, it is said to be perihelion. Perihelion means, peri means near and helios means sun. That means near the sun. The sun is at this position on or around 4th January every year. Now on 4th January, the earth goes near to the sun. We can experience this in 4th of January every year. When the distance between the earth and the sun is maximum, about 151 kilometer, the earth is said to be aphelion. Ap means away from the sun. That helios means we know the sun. That means away from the sun. When the earth is 151 kilometer far from the sun, then it is said to be aphelion. The sun is at this position on or around 4th of July every year. The distance between the earth and the sun varies only by about 3% during one complete revolution. So what is the difference between how much is the difference? It is only 3% difference in 1 year. That is the distance from the sun and the earth. Thus the average distance between the earth and the sun is about 148.5 million kilometer. Effects of the earth's revolution. The revolution of the earth around the sun causes variation in the length of day and night, is the distribution of heat over the surface of the earth, and the phenomenon of seasons. The phenomenon of seasons is the most important effect of the earth's revolution. Now day and night. The day and night is due to the rotation, but the length, the days are shorter, nights are longer. These things depend on the revolution, because the light it receives from the sun. Okay. Now these revolution also causes the change of seasons, which is called the phenomenon of seasons. Now the phenomenon of seasons we shall study in the next class. Till then, thank you.